Live.
We're live already?
We're live. We're live on Nocturnal Frequency Radio here. Live.
Oh, we're live.
Live. Oh, dude, StreamYard looks fucking way better.
It does. It still looks a bit grainy, but it's definitely better than Restream.
Dude, man, it looks way better. Like on my end, it looks awesome. It looks like almost HD.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but it does look
Oh,
better.
it looks way better, man. Way fucking better. And yeah, this. Do you want to give this a try?
We can if you want.
I don't know. It just makes it easier if somebody wants to like call in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to call in. They can literally just click on the stream and come in.
Yep.
And that's the issue that we're having with Skype. Not everybody wants to call Skype. Long distance. What are you drinking? 40 Creek? I almost bought that bottle of tap room.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, I was so tempted.
Why didn't you, man?
I was too lazy to walk across the fucking parking lot. I was literally.
That's no excuse. Come on.
I know it's no excuse, but it's good enough right now. They only had one bottle left. I don't know if it's still there or not. If it is, I might be grabbing it tomorrow. But it definitely looks intriguing. So you watched that or you were watching that video of the strange sounds from that radio station in Seattle.
I started to listen to it.
Portland,
I
yeah,
got 3 minutes
Portland.
into it.
It's fucking weird, man. But I mean, how often have you actually like gone on to like scan the stations on FM and found some really weird shit?
Oh, I haven't listened to regular radio in such a long time. Like even in my car, because I got Sirius XM, so I just listen to that all the time.
It's intriguing. Like I'm intrigued with this like they call it low FM stations.
Okay.
So do a search on low FM stations. Apparently, it's a growing phenomena in the U.S. Apparently, there's a lot of stations, and it has something. You see, I'm not an expert. I don't know, but this is what I've read. This is some sort of new phenomenon, and apparently, you can call these stations or record like for instance, they may put something out and say, look at, um, you know, call our line, tell us about an experience you had in a haunted house or something.
Mm-hmm.
And literally all you do is call the number and there's some sort of answering service or whatever, and you record your message and they play it live on the station later on, or not live, but pre-recorded or recorded, whatever, you know? And so there's no interaction with anybody. Like it, I don't know if these things are hosted by anybody or if they're just manipulated. I don't know. It's just odd, weird.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm liking this a lot better than Restream.
Yeah, it is better than Restream for sure.
You know, it seems like we can also broadcast this to the Twitch station as well, which is cool. I'm just waiting for them to get back to me with the email on how to get back into the account. It's been so long. I can get into my personal account, but I can't get into the Nocturnal Frequency one.
On Twitch?
And sorry?
Where, on Twitch?
Yeah, on Twitch. Right.
I was able to get into it last time we tried this.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember how to do it. And I don't have the password saved or whatever. I don't know. Did you have it saved?
Well, yeah, because you sent it to me on text.
I think I have the password, but I can't remember the username that I used for it. Because the username doesn't seem to be working.
I think the username was just Nocturnal Frequency without the radio.
Yeah. Okay, so let's give this a little. Okay, we're just doing a test here, guys, and we want if somebody wants to come in and join just for a few minutes. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we've got a few people. Okay, so if somebody wants to join us we're just testing this sucker out. If somebody wants to join us, we're just chit chatting for a little bit here. Somebody wants to join. There it is. Hey guys. Hey Punches. Hey Scott. Hey Barry. How's it going, guys? If somebody wants to, like I said, we're just testing this out. Because one of the issues that we're having, obviously, is with the live show, is because we're using Skype, for the call-in line, it just makes it really hard. So I mean, yeah. So we're just testing out some different platforms here, and we figured we'd give this one a shot. And this one seems to be a lot better. I don't like Restream, just seems to be too grainy and everything. I mean, how does this look, guys? I mean, yeah, that's the one I used, Alex. For some reason, it didn't work.
Okay, I'm gonna reprocess. Here's the password.
No, I got the password. The password's not an issue.
Are you sure? Because it's not
That's
spelled.
That's not the password.
That's what you sent me.
Yeah, no, I had the password. That's weird. That's really weird. Yeah. Okay. Perfect, guys. Like I said, if anybody wants to join us for a few minutes here, come on in. The link's there. I'll put the link back in there. I don't know. If you want to join us, yeah, it looks a lot better. Restream we found was just you had to upgrade to make it look half decent. It was just absolutely terrible, garbage.
But is this? I guess what we want to know also, or at least what I want to know, is this is the clarity of this stream the same as the normal streams we do every week?
Probably not. But the thing that we were having though too, one of the major issues was with Skype and the resizing.
Yeah,
and all that. That was really irritating.
it's a pain in the ass.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. So, like, what we're doing naturally was great. I love it. The only reason why I wanted to sort of explore this was the fact of bringing people in to the show during the live show, during a discussion, like one of our dark discussion sort of thing. And by the way, this Sunday night, guys, we've got a show coming up. We're going to be talking about time travelers and disembodied voices from beyond.
That's always fun.
Are they from a paranormal universe?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna refill my drink.
Yeah, I got to do that. But yeah, go ahead. I'll keep you up in here. And again, like I said, if anybody wants to join us for this little bit here, please do so. Click on the link in chat. we're going to test this out for a little bit longer. See how things go. Very good show the other night. Watched a little bit. I did interject in your chat for a little bit. Always nice to check things out there with you, Barry. And Frank hasn't been up lately. I haven't seen Frank do his chats going on there. I haven't seen that. Yeah. So, anyways, this Sunday night, Matt Williams might be joining us.
Sunday night?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, he might be joining us. Matt Williams from the Secret Vault.
Are we doing it through StreamYard this Sunday, or are we doing it regularly?
I don't. We'll make a decision. We won't make a decision now. Like I said, we're just testing this out. And like I said, we could always open it up. But let's see how this goes. We're waiting for our first victim to click on the link and join us for a bit.
Yeah, come on the show. We'll be
that's the real test. That is the real test.
Yeah, we need a guinea pig.
We need a guinea pig to join us. So you haven't started Archive 81 yet?
No, I have it saved to my list on Netflix, but I haven't started it yet.
You do need to check it out, man. I liked it.
I know. I've heard pretty good things about it so far, so I will check it out. I just, with a 5-month-old, it's hard to have time to sit down and actually watch anything.
Well, yeah, obviously, and from that, I binge watched Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it's about a series, a women's soccer team that flies to a tournament and gets crashes in the middle of nowhere in this massive forest, and it tells the tale of them, how they survive, and it sort of goes back and forth between the period of the crash and then present day drinking. Alex, I like that.
You like that,
huh? I do. And so I it's interesting. Juliette Lewis is in it.
Oh yeah.
She's looking old, man.
Wow.
No, Matt, we're just testing things out, but if you want to join us here, we're looking for a guinea pig.
Yeah.
We're looking for a guinea pig.
Come on, click on the link if you wanna.
Yeah, we're just testing this platform out right now. It's just the test. It's the actual show, Matt, is Sunday night, Monday morning, 2 a.m. your time, London time. But it's pretty neat. Yeah, apparently it's got a 5-year arc, and it's so far the first. I like the way it ended. I mean, the way it began. Let me just say, you kind of think that they're going to explain it in the end, and they kind of do a twist. Anyways, we got Matt here. Hold on.
All right.
Hey, Matt. How are you?
What's going on?
Not too bad, thanks. I've just got to shut down the other window because I can hear. There, that's it. Right. I had you on 2 things.
Yeah, no, we're just giving this a test because, like I said, we usually use Skype for the show, and for having people call in, and that it's just a pain in the butt. Yeah. So we're just looking at different formats, and we were looking at Restream. Restream just it was absolutely horrible, and this one's not too bad. I don't mind. We're always looking for suggestions. Actually, we're talking to people about suggestions.
Well, do you know what I do? Because I'll tell you if you if you insist, I will tell you. Drag it out of me. Yeah. I actually, because I'm a tight ass, I don't pay for StreamYard, and you get like 20 free hours. I don't even use that. I use 0 hours, and I transmit unlimited. How do I do this amazing Amazing thing, and it's just snuff, by the way, folks. It's okay.
So that's through StreamYard.
StreamYard. What I do is I could probably share my screen and show you how I do it, but I mean, I'll tell you in principle, right?
Okay.
On another monitor, I have Streamlabs or OBS running. Okay, so I tend to use Streamlabs because you can get all these things, like if people donate or if they subscribe, it just goes ba-ding and it brings up a little window over your thing, and you can customize it so it says like, hey, somebody just subscribed. You know, you can run a ticker down the side, do all sorts of crazy stuff. But the thing is, I capture the StreamYard window in OBS and I transmit with OBS. So I've not actually gone live in StreamYard. StreamYard is just like in the holding room before you go live. So it's like you've brought in as many guests as you want. They're in the holding room. And I just capture that window on the other screen in StreamYard, Streamlabs or OBS, depends which one you want to use. There's various things. And I just say live on that. And it gives me more options because, of course, StreamYard, what we're in now, is limited by what you can do.
Yeah.
You know, it can do a few things, but it's limited. But when you've got OBS running, you could have you could have Sting graphics, you know, and titles and wipes and fades and, you know, other things. You can have your, I mean, I know you can kind of bring up a sort of like your opening title sequence by saying play a video in Streamlabs.
Okay.
Shit, I hate this. StreamYard.
StreamYard.
The thing that's up in the corner, StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'll just keep my eyes on it. So StreamYard. So you can kind of start your opening titles and things like that, but it's very kind of like you can only do one thing at a time, and you've got to get it right, and you can't make any mistakes. It's kind of like when you've got the OBS option, you can kind of start and stop the links, and you can have it all lined up. I mean, I've even got it to the point now where I've got sound effects inside OBS, so I can just go click and get a sound effect, or click and get something, you know, happening. It's a lot easier.
Too, but it's through my Rodecaster, like this.
Oh my god!
So you gotta love it.
I could kind of show you the setup I've got. Hang on, I'll share my screen just for shits and giggles, right? So this is my main screen. So this is what we're using now. So you can kind of see how everyone, and this is just if nobody's ever tried StreamYard, this is what you get to see. So kind of like there's my StreamYard, and I can see you. This is my shared screen, and you can see everyone's chats down the side. Now the way I do it, because I'm not pressing live in, I don't get this chat window down the side. So to get around that, what I do is I fire up. Let me bring, there we are, like this. Fire up this screen, and I say pop out. Up here, there's little 3 buttons. I say pop out the chat, and it pops it out into a floating chat. Right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, and I drag that chat into the other window where my StreamYard is, so I can keep a track by looking in that window at the chat and StreamYard, Streamlabs or OBS, and change things. And in this one, I can look at all the guests. So I'll show you what's on the other screen, and then it'll make more sense then, because it'll become a lot more obvious. Here we go.
Okay.
So this is my other screen. All right. So if you want to share that one.
Yep.
So here we are. I've got Streamlabs over here, and I can do things like I can say what's on my other screen, and I can pick the screen. Yeah. Or I can put up my startup screen, you know.
From the bells of Witcher. I like that.
Yes, standbys and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And if I'm actually streaming, which I should be able to do that, I can bring up sounds like, you know, like that. I don't know if you heard that, but
No,
if I was transmitting, you didn't hear it because I'm not sharing audio with you through StreamYard. But if I was transmitting, everyone else would hear that. And then, you just got like little things like klaxons, lift music, and this alert box means that if somebody sends something, like they subscribe or they do, let's just come off the screen. Well, anyway, here you go. Look, you can see the you can see the chat that's going on.
Yeah.
Even though it's your chat, but I've got it there, so I can reply to people in this window rather than having to reply to them in the StreamYard window. So I can see them in the proper format of YouTube. So I've got that thing running down the side, and you could do all sorts of clever stuff. Like you can capture in OBS. I could capture this window and squish it and run it down the side of the screen. You know, so I've got the stream yard, 6 people there. I could run the ticker down the side, and I could, you know, you can just do much more stuff because you can design the screen how you want it. You can put things where you want it. So that's how I do it.
Awesome. So, Alex, you taking notes for this? You got the OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, OBS. I mean, it doesn't have to be Streamlabs, because if I shut Streamlabs down, I can fire up OBS, and all you got to do is get OBS set up with your. Oh, where's my cursor gone? Right. All you got to do is get it set up with. You can see what I've been watching on Amazon there, a movie called Coma. Yeah. Let's get up OBS. Where is he? OBS. Here we go. So I can fire up OBS, and that will come into a window, and all you got to do is resize it so it doesn't hide the chat thing. And you just like resize it over here so it doesn't hide the chat. And you can set up all the different types of things. Like I've got Google Earth capture. So if I'm running Google Earth, I can spin screens and record things. And, you know, it's so customizable. You know, you can even do green screen stuff in OBS. So, you know, to a degree.
Yeah,
but
it's if you just, there's a lot to learn now with the OBS.
Yeah. I mean, once you got it set up, it is a bit of a pain. But like once you got it set up, it's provided you do things in the same way. Let me tell you how I do this, right? Because this is going to save you a lot of time. If I bring up Streamlabs again, I don't capture the whole window as a screen. I capture it as a program. Okay, so there's a difference, right? I'll show you how to set it up now. I'm giving away all the secrets here, folks. You can all start your own YouTube channels and look pretty cool doing this shit. So I'm giving it all away. As you see, it says StreamYard in Chrome. Okay. So these are full screen capture. So that's the whole screen captured. Everything that goes on the screen is captured. But of course, I don't want the whole screen being captured. I just want this little window in the middle. So what I do is I say StreamYard in Chrome, and there's the StreamYard in Chrome that I'm sharing with you. But you notice it's cropped out the edges. So what I will do is it's cropped out the edges. So what I got to get the cursor in the right window. Sorry, folks. I'm sort of like running between two screens here, and it's like you've got multiple windows and multiple. Right. Okay. What you do is you say you want to create a new source, and you press the plus button over here, and you say, "Look, give me a new source control." Is this the right window? Yeah. It's for some reason it's not doing it. But in there, you can say, "Do I capture the whole screen, or do I capture a window?" And a window means a program. So a program could be Chrome, Google Earth, anything you want. Yeah. But it only captures that window. And then when you're in that window, you can resize. What's the best way to show you this without all the crap? Let me go full screen in this window. How's that? That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. That's more sensible. Right. So this is capturing the whole screen. So that's my whole screen on the other screen. This is capturing the whole screen of that one over there. But this is just capturing StreamYard in Chrome. So if I double click into the StreamYard in Chrome, it allows you to capture which window or program. So this shows me all the programs I've got open at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And you can capture each individual window rather than the whole screen. You say, like, I want to capture this program or this program. And what it does then is it narrows it down a little bit. And then once you've got it on screen, to narrow it down even more, you can use these draggers on the side. Now, in most cases, it will be showing you way off the edge. I'll show you what it actually shows. It shows... well, this one's been self-cropped, but it shows you all the way across. So I'm seeing the word StreamYard, and I'm seeing all the white stuff on the edge of the screen. But if you hold down the Alt key when you're stretching, because normally this is a stretch mode, if you do that, it stretches stuff. Okay. But if you hold down the Alt key when you go onto one of these little things, it allows you to crop.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't stretch. So what you can do is you can crop out all the crap. See, like that bit on the left, I don't really want that because it's white. So I'm going to move it across, maybe stretch it up a little bit, and you basically get rid of the things you don't want, and then that's it. That's one source. So I can say, right, if I want to go to my full screen, I can go there. If I want to go back to StreamYard with all my guests, I go there. If I want to do a startup sting, I do that. If I want to go standby, I do that. So they're all sources now. So they're like cameras. Each one of these is like a camera. So one of the cameras is StreamYard. One of the cameras is this graphic. One of the cameras is, and they're all different graphics ready to go, waiting down the side.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of easy, but the only thing you've got to remember to do is fire up your webcam first in Chrome, because Chrome or Firefox is what you're going to connect to StreamYard with.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you tied up your webcam to using Chrome. And if you fire up OBS or if you fire up Streamlabs and you've got a webcam active anywhere within that program, it won't let StreamYard use it. So what you do is you fire up StreamYard first, which is the multi software. You fire that first, you get that running, you bring yourself in as a guest in StreamYard, then you fire up OBS and you find that your webcam is not available inside OBS, but you're using it inside StreamYard. So if you use OBS, sometimes you use it just for recording a webcam just for yourself. It'll kind of trick you, but you just get used to it. Chrome first, connect to StreamYard, then fire up OBS, then go live.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so that's my way of doing it.
Well, that's a great way of doing it, man. That's an awesome way. I like that way. And I mean,
how out of hours with StreamYard because you've never pressed live in StreamYard.
Yeah. So you're essentially live in OBS. So how Alex, is that pretty simple?
Makes sense.
I want to share my screen.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey,
So
there he is. He's using OBS.
Yeah. So I've got basically what I did is I did the same thing what you just described.
I'm gonna refresh my drink.
Yeah.
Guys. I'll be back.
I basically went to Firefox. Like I did the capture, the screen capture. But I did it through the Firefox, which is where the StreamYard is, or the what have you, and then I just cropped it.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. So
so you can do individual windows, but what I found as well is on a Windows machine, which I believe it looks, yes, you're on Windows, I can tell. In order for it not to mess up, you can't have all of your screens maximized, because say you have a few programs running and the screens are full screen on that screen, right? So that's called maximized screen. Right. So it's going right to the edges. Right. When you're trying to capture a window behind a window behind a window, so you've got 5 or 6 windows on top of each other, but the front one is maximized, it will not enable you to use this Firefox capture mode, like to capture it, because that screen is kind of hidden in the background. So what you have to remember to do is to just minimize these screens. You can put them nearly to the edge. You can drag them nearly to the edges of the screen, so they're still pretty wide, but just a few pixels short. So they're in, and as long as every window is slightly minimized before you go live, then it'll capture. But I've found that in the past, if something goes maximum, it'll knock off all our images will go off.
Yeah, I never have my windows maximized anyway. I usually just have about half to take up half the screen.
Yeah. So if people are trying this who wonder why it doesn't work, that's the reason why. He's not getting this problem, because he keeps his windows floating above each other. Yeah. So don't maximize them. That's what kills it.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm just curious about the audio though.
Yeah, the audio comes through from Streamlabs and comes to your sound card. So on your sound card in OBS, it will be showing your sound card as a thing. So all the chats that we do in Streamlabs will be coming up as one source, and then your microphone can be in OBS as well as Streamlabs. So Streamlabs or StreamYard will be transmitting to all your guests, but you can have a separate mic channel in OBS for controlling your audio properly inside OBS as well, and you get a separate audio level for every sound effect you bring in or media clip you bring in, so you can balance them all. So like you don't get a klaxon that blows people's ears out. You can, that sort of thing. So
because right now it's coming through just one feed because of the Rodecaster, right? So I can like whenever we use Skype and like Steve calls me and then we get a third individual in Skype,
Mhm.
it'll come up when I use the NDI source right into OBS, it'll come up with separate audio streams. Let me share my screen again. Just I want to show you what I'm talking
Sure.
about.
I think you just like sharing your screen there, Alex.
I do.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, this is the active one. This is through the Roadcaster. So I got all of you guys coming in through here. But if right now we're not, like Steve and I are not on Skype, right? But if I were to do it as I normally do, actually, let me go to one of the other screens. Right. Try and hide this. There we go. So you got Steve and you got me and you got the mic. I have to mute this and every other one and keep this one only open. Otherwise, I get massive feedback. So that's the problem.
Yeah, I would have thought everything coming through Skype would have come through your desktop audio, so it would have come through the top one.
It can, but it also comes in. So this is part of the issue, right? So because I got because of the Rodecaster, your audio, Steve's audio through Skype, whatever we use, will come into this one here. But it'll also come in through here, and mine will also come in. So it'll be 3 active.
I can see why.
So I have to
because
these ones.
Yeah, is it because each one of these windows you got up on the right is an actual capture? So you're capturing a window with its audio.
No, it's not a capture. It's through NDI, through Skype.
So Skype is,
right. What Skype allows you to do, it's got this feature. I don't know if you could see this. You can't see Skype right now because I'm not sharing the screen with Skype.
No, okay. But it gives you individual feeds, does it, Skype?
It gives me individual audio feeds.
Right.
Through the NDI, but I also get the feed from here. So because I get it through multiple feeds, there's always sort of like a feedback going, right? Because it's
so if it's giving you multiple feeds you didn't ask for, you would have to mute them.
I have to mute all the ones except for the one that says mic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, I have in the past. I've set up StreamYard because it gives you like square and like this, but it changes shape and things like that. I've set it up so if it's 2 guests, I've got like a source thing that's like 2 guests only, which will be side by side, and then I can split them and I can move them off to the edge manually. I can crop myself and move myself up to the side. I can crop you and move you to the side and position you and line you up like that. But if you get 3 guests, all that positioning goes out because it'll all be chopped up.
Yeah.
So you'd have to set up a 3 guest kind of chop and a 4 guest chop.
I have multiple. I'm gonna have to share it again. I just love sharing. Let's see.
Sharing is caring.
That's right. So I have this set up.
Yeah.
And then I have
4
this
guests,
set up.
Yeah.
Set up.
You're on top of it. You know all this shit.
Right. So I mean, usually we know ahead of time if we're going to have a guest on, obviously, or not. So all I have to do is just before the show, 15, 20 minutes before the show, is just set up whichever one it is. If we have 4 guests, I'll just set up the names, where I'm going to place them, and what have you. And then if for example, for the sake of the argument, we start off with 4 guests, but one of the guests decides it can't stay for the full 2 hours, and during the halfway break, he drops off or she drops off, whoever it is, then I'm going to have to set up both this one and the 3 guest one, and then just switch from that to the other once the guest drops off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, I mean, I tend to use it in as you do with one screen OBS. So whatever you click is immediately live, But you can do 2 screen OBS where you can do a preview window where you can change the text.
That's right.
But it's not seen that you're changing it. Yeah, and then you can
video mode.
Yeah. So that's kind of handy. But the trouble with as you know, with doing this when you're the program host and you're trying to chat and keep everything in the air and trying to push buttons, is it it gets a bit bloody hard sometimes. And
it gets distracting.
Well, especially on yours, Matt. I popped in there the other day when you did a live thing, and I'm like, wow, there's like literally like what 400 people in the chat, so it must be really hard to keep up with that.
I can't read a lot of the chat, to be honest, which is why I tend to say to them, if you want me to read it, put it in caps, and then it's something you're trying to get to me. Whereas if you're just chatting amongst yourselves, keep it in lowercase, because then it's just chitty chat. I can skim past it. But if I see it capitals, that helps me to kind of pick out the good from the bad sort of thing, the good from the trivial, So
yeah, it's
all good fun though, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's interesting.
I once had an assistant, but she went a bit loony on me. But she used to siphon out the best questions and kind of keep it going. And if somebody said like, Matt, your audio's off, I'd find out instantly, because I'd have them telling me. Now I say, look, there's a few friends when I go live. If I've forgotten to turn the audio on or something daft, ring me. So I'm like chatting away, and within about a minute, it's like, Matt, your audio's, oh, sorry. And it's like shit, because yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm just asking Barry a question there.
Barry Little?
Degenerate K.
Oh right, yeah, different Barry. Somebody asked me to come on his live stream. Was it Mel, Paranormal Mel, said come on his live stream the other night, and it was about 2 a.m. I was already in bed, which is unusual for me, but yeah. You never know. One day I may pop on.
Well, and that's another thing. Like, obviously the time difference, because you're you guys are 5 hours ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it really makes it, because, I love having you and Matt, or sorry, you and Ben and a few of the other guys on, and it makes it really tough. Like having Reeves on, that was really good to have Reeves on the other night. And again, it's tougher for him because I know he can't really do too late. So we had to do it on a Friday night earlier here, so it made sense. But yeah, the time difference sucks at times. But I mean, it works out. I mean, do you
want me to ramp up some viewers? I'll just say like we're live on Nocturnal Street. How long are you guys going to be on? How long are you going to be on for?
I don't know, just for a few more minutes. I don't know.
Oh really? Oh,
I gotta get going, so I don't think it'll be worth it right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was going to say, yeah. If you want, I can put the word out. You'll start peeking. But
we just started. We just figured we'd come on and test this out. We tested Restream first, and wow, did you see that orb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So Barry is paying for StreamYard. Okay, so that's
it's a good thing. I mean, I love people paying for stuff so I can have them for free. That's all the way. Absolutely, mate. But there's a good side to StreamYard which I like, and I think Restream is kind of like it as well, because literally I can be out on the road driving out a motorway. I don't know if you've seen some of my live streams, and I can be I can bring 3 or 4 people in. Just like as if we're doing this here, I can bring 6 people in and we can all be chatting. I've got Bluetooth headphones on. I'm driving down the road and we're all chatting together. And if I wanted to, I could bring my finger down and I could make them full screen and bring up comments and things like that. So it's literally something you can do on the road.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I know it. Doing it on YouTube alone is tough. I find audio and some other stuff, especially when you're using Bluetooth earphones and mics and stuff, it makes it the audio not less desirable.
But I found a little trick with my my Bluetooth headphones, because a few times I've had them, and when you connect to StreamYard, it connects you at phone quality.
Oh,
so
okay.
it sounds shit. so everyone's going like, yeah, I can hear you, but you sound like a telephone, and it's like, what I do is I go into my my Bluetooth settings. I'll show you what I do. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I go into my Bluetooth settings and I hold down the Bluetooth thing. It then tells me all the devices I got. I click the cog, and where it says call audio or call or media audio, I click it and it says, are you sure you wish to disconnect? Now, this is not disconnect the device. So I'm not disconnecting the completely. All I'm doing is I'm saying, I don't want this to be media. So like media for the purposes of StreamYard. So I disconnect it from media and I reconnect it, and it reconnects it at full quality. And then you go straight back into StreamYard and carry on. But if you come out of the StreamYard window and have to go back in, you do have to do it again if you get kicked off or something, But that's what I found is Bluetooth is just a joke. I mean, how long has Bluetooth been shit? And it's still continuing to be shit.
And so many years we've had the technology, and it literally is not advanced.
Yeah,
still the same shit.
Connect people at the highest quality first. I would think that would be the sensible way, but no, Bluetooth is no. I connect you low, and you have to find a way to force me high. And it's like, no, connect me high, and then if it's not good enough, drop to low. No, nope, it don't work that way.
All right.
The one problem I found with OBS, though, also just before we go, is I can't get the audio and video to sync perfectly, and I've tried, adjusting the delay, and I just can't fucking get it to go syncing properly.
So that's weird because I've never even noticed a problem with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I noticed it sometimes, where you'll hear Steve say something first, and then
there's a delay.
There's a slight delay, and there is a setting in OBS where you can go in and actually try to adjust it, but it's just so fucking hard to just get that perfectly synced up.
It's okay. Maybe mine's out and I've never noticed, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be a difference between whether you're capturing a whole window with the audio or whether you're doing a screen capture. They're different principles. If you're capturing individual windows, that's one way of capturing. And if you're capturing a whole display, like the whole monitor, that's a different method. So I would say cycle trying different methods. Maybe if you're using Firefox. You are. That's what you are.
I'm using Firefox. I am.
That's one of the things I noticed is Firefox is not StreamYard friendly.
Oh, really?
Chrome is better for StreamYard.
Chrome.
Okay. I noticed this. Yeah, that's why I use Chrome.
Okay.
Not only because if I share my screen if I say share my screen with you now in StreamYard, there's no option to share the audio in Firefox, or there wasn't. Maybe it's there now, but there wasn't. So it's certainly been designed correctly for Chrome, and I think Firefox is kind of an afterthought. So it might be that something from Firefox is not going through so well, and I don't get any trouble. Try it with Chrome.
Yeah, I will. I did have it, and then I got rid of it, and then I uploaded it again. So the next time, give it a shot.
My room smells like an absolute bloody pigsty because my dog is farting on the bed.
All right, so
she's seen what I said now. She's like, "Oh, you don't want me here? I'll leave then." Right, you're going to go here. Go on,
we are live this Sunday night. And yeah, Matt, you're obviously more than welcome to join us. We'd love to have you. So
I would certainly love to, and I'm a night owl, so I don't mind doing it. But the biggest problem for me is remembering. So I have put it in the afternoon, and things disappear off my phone. This happens a lot. So I put it in multiple times with multiple reminders, but still just get in touch with me and remind me.
Yeah, I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message for sure.
And messages, of course, are just a little ding. And I'm sometimes in the mood of like, oh, listen to all those bloody ding, 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 ding. And I go like, oh, sod it. And I just carry on watching a movie. And of course, one of those is an important thing saying, you're on a show. That's why I say to people, just give us a quick ring. Ring, 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 ring. And then I'm like, oh, this must be important. Right, shit.
All right. Well, I guess we'll end it on that. Yeah, this was just a test, but thanks everybody for coming and chatting, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. UK Monday morning. Matt, take care.
Okay, all the best, guys.
All right, guys.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. See ya.